What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nevan. We're back again with another live action video. Oh shit, here in the messiest kitchen this side of the Mississippi. So today I got a package. I was gonna show it to you, but it's got my address on it, so maybe I won't show it to you. But yeah, so I got the short shifter, as you saw in the video title for the GTI. So this is probably going to be a multiple day event, so I might make this video two parts. We'll kind of see. But I got the Holy Shift short shifter from Deutsche Auto Parts, and I also have on the way I'll get on Monday. I have a BF Black Forest Industries shift knob and boot, so that I can redo the shifter in the Golf and the GTI. So I'm gonna go get this ready, and then we're gonna unbox the Holy Shift. This isn't really an informative video. Deutsche Auto Parts has their own channel where they show you guys how to, put it all together. So it's not like I'm teaching you guys anything new. So if you want to learn how to actually put it on your GTI, go to Deutsche Auto Parts channel. They had a really good video about it. So there's that. Let's just get over to the box. Let me open up the box. Okay, I'm gonna open up the box. Okie dokie. We've got the shop Deutsche Auto Parts box, the Holy Shift kit for Mark 7 Golf. So I ended up buying this kit specifically because there's a ton of YouTube channels that just fucking love this kit, man. Like I'm forgetting his name. I'm gonna put the channel name of the one guy up right here ish, and he he doesn't have it anymore. He had a Mark 7 Golf, and he had installed an Audi short shifter. So certain Audi models had a shorter shifter than the Mark 7, and you can purchase that separately, and he put that in his Mark 7. And he ended up switching to this because he said this was just so much better. So, and recently, I've had the pleasure of touching. That sounds weird. I've had the pleasure of shifting some of my other friends' cars, and the GTI leaves a lot to be desired after that. So there's a lot of shifters out there that even stock are like 6 times better than what the GTI has. So I personally think it's worth it to update the shift, and it'll shorten the shifts. I mean, I don't race or anything, so that it doesn't super matter to me, but the feel is nice. And with cars it's 90% bragging rights, so let's open her up. So this is what you get. This is it. Boom. Bat. Boom. So yeah, this is the shifter kit. I don't really know what to say other than here it is existing. We can take some of the stuff out. So this is a bag of nut bag. We've got pin. It's all high quality, like really like high quality machine parts. Feels really solid in the hand. Looks like it's very precise. The tolerances, they look like they're ironed out very well. This apparently some other shifters are harder for you to attach the linkages to, but this one is pretty simple. Whoop. That was super loud. Yeah, and it holds. This is the part that everyone really loves, is that it holds the nuts captive when you go to screw this part on, because these two parts attach, and then you can hold the nuts captive, so you don't have to fiddle with screws in your fucking engine bay. Yeah, it's just I mean, that's really it. I'm gonna lift up. Okay, I'm gonna fuck everything up. You guys want to see my dishes? They're dirty, aren't they? So that's what's under the foam. Nothing. So I figured I'd give you guys the inside scoop of what's under the foam. Okay. So now you guys have had the inside scoop. I'm gonna get out to my car, and I'm gonna start tearing it apart. Because we have a lot of stuff to do. We have to. So probably the shifter's probably not gonna go on today. Exactly. I'm probably gonna do half of it today, CP, and then do the rest tomorrow. But today I'm gonna at least remove the battery box and the air box, and lock the transmission and the Actually, you know what? If I'm already removing that, I'm probably just gonna do it today. Who am I kidding? We have plenty of daylight left. It's only 5 o'clock, so we got a couple hours. My neighbors already think I'm crazy, so I don't know why I care so much. So yeah, there's that. Oh yeah. Also, quick news on the GTI. So I got the dash cam situation. One of the dash cam wire that runs from my front camera to my rear camera started acting a fool, and it cuts out and makes my camera beep, and it just means that the wire went bad. So I contacted Amazon, and they said, hey, howdy, hey, we'll just send you another one. So now I have two. I have two. Here, hold on. I gotta prove it that I have two. I have two. So, with that, I gotta fix that. I'm probably not gonna film that, but I do have to fix it. So that's happening. Um, as far as car stuff goes, I think we're starting some of the fun stuff. In like a month or two, should have an exhaust on the way, and I'm hopefully gonna get some tint done, and I want to do the roof wrap at some point. Those are probably going to be the next videos, me doing the tint and the roof wrap. I kind of have that all situated and coming down the pipeline, but as with all car stuff, I gotta get the money first. It's just so fucking expensive all the time. Okay, so as far as car stuff goes, this short shifter kit is not really all that expensive. I think it's like $250 or something like that. Not all that pricey, and especially for how high quality these parts are, and how like everyone knows it's gonna be reliable because it's Deutsche Auto Parts. They've always done good stuff forever. So it's expensive, but it's reasonable that it's expensive. And it's the same thing with the Black Forest Industries. It's like, yeah, it's expensive for just like a heavier shift knob, but at least it's like gonna be quality. But that's just car stuff. Car stuff is just expensive. So I don't want to buy a cheap, shitty eBay shifter. This light really makes my skin red. Doesn't that look nice? But yeah, so at least I'm not buying some cheap eBay short shifter kit. I'm not buying some weird cheap funky knob or something like that. So I don't know why I'm talking more. Let's just go out there, take my car apart. Let's just go do it. A lot of loud vehicles out and about today. So I don't need the flash on. We can turn that off. There we go. Okay, so we need air box out, battery box out, and then we should be good. So I'm just gonna do that. I have brought a secondary phone, which I will be watching ShopDap's video on because you guys are on my current phone, and this is just a weird phone that I have lying around. So I'm going to do this, and you guys will watch. Sounds like an easy plan. I'm gonna set you guys over in the corner, and then I'm just gonna do a time lapse of me removing all this garbage, so you guys don't have to watch all that. Hey guys, it's Nevan. We have successfully removed the battery box and the air box. Technically you don't need to remove the battery box at all. So, I didn't have to do that step, but I did it because I think it would film better, and mostly because Deutsche did it, so I'm going to do it too. This is the shifter. This is neutral, which is exciting. You can hear the stick wiggling around inside the car. It's kind of funny. But yeah, this is all that's where the magic happens. So we're going to get in there and magify it. Basically, our next steps, let me see if I can kind of point you guys in there. Let me just stick you in there. Let's just stick the whole dang thing in there. Basically, we got to lock the transmission. We got to remove the linkages, take this off, and then I believe then we lock the shifter on the interior, and then we stick the new short shifter on. It should be good. This should be a pretty short part of the video, hopefully. So oh, I don't think there's supposed to be oil on that. Let's not think about that for right now. Let's not think about it. Yeah, so let's go do that, and then yeah, I'm gonna start pulling this apart. We're not gonna get a time lapse of that, but I'm gonna start pulling this apart, and I'll kind of stop and inform you guys what I'm doing along the way. Also, I had to disconnect part of I'm assuming that's the ECU. I disconnected part of it. Hopefully the car doesn't get mad at me. It has no power. Battery is over here. My handy dandy garage, which is just a big plastic tent essentially. So anyways, so we are here. I got the part of the original shifter out, so that's pretty exciting. But we also had a slight issue. So let me show you what's going on. Fuck. Okay, so that I'm covering up the mic. I apologize for that. Basically, I got the original shifter out. It was right here. You're supposed to just be able to yank it up, but mine was difficult. So I was yanking, and then I heard a pop, which is not what you want to hear when you're working on a transmission. And now the shifter moves up and down even though it's locked. So I'm slightly concerned about that. I think we're just gonna send it because that's the only thing I know how to do. And then when I start the car up and it doesn't work at all, then I'm gonna call my stepdad and he will make me pay a lot of money to get this fixed. So that's pretty exciting. Other than that, we're doing fine. I'm sweaty, it's hot out here. I'm gonna get the rest of this stuff off and I'll take you guys inside so I can show you guys how the shifter locking is gonna go. My hands are super dirty. Very, very dirty in there. Very dirty. Very, very dirty. I need to clean the engine bay. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, and we're in the car. We gotta take the shifter assembly apart. Fuck, it's hot. Basically, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna yank this. Actually, I'll probably grab this right now. Yep, it's just that easy. So yeah, you just yank it real hard, whole boot comes up, boom, and then we got this little piece. Mine's a little deteriorating. Ooh, that feels really disgusting and weird to touch. No one tells you about the part where it's disgusting to touch. And basically, we gotta lock the shifter into place so it's not being weird. And we want to go ahead and find ourselves just a Allen key that fits in this fucking hole, and then there should be a spot over here where I can just press it all the way through. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, that's fitting in there. Okay, and then we should be able to find a hole. Oh, that's something. Hold on. I'm probably gonna do this off camera, but you guys get the point. We're sticking this in here. It's gonna lock this into place so it doesn't move, and then it'll help us so we don't have to do any fine tuning when we get the shifter in place. Here's a helpful tip. If you're, I don't know what to call this, dampener, underboot, whatever is as fucked as mine, you can just lift it up and it's torn, and you can see under there, and you can see where the hole is. You don't have to fiddle around with the stick. It took about 2 seconds after I ended that video to put this in here. So there you go. So now it's locked. It should only do that, it won't go in any gears. It'll just stay in place. I'm gonna make sure that it's really locked by adjusting this. There we go. I'm sticking this nice into there. So Volkswagen, I guess, sells like a special tool to go in there, but you can literally. Some people use 5mm drill bits. I've just used a 5/32 Allen wrench and just stuck it in there. So whatever floats your boat. There's other stuff you can put in there. We will be seeing this in the future some more because we have some shifter boot knob coming soon on Monday. But that's what we need to do in here. So now we're gonna go back into the engine bay. Okay, we're back in the engine bay. We got the first part in. Boom. I'm gonna put the rest in. We're gonna you'll see that in like 10 seconds. So I'm gonna put the rest in. But that's the first part. It's in. Gabagool. All right, boys. It's it's the next day. I had to call in some support yesterday. Basically what happened is I got in the car after I had installed the shifter, and I got to the point where I was unlocking both the shifter and the transmission, and I unlocked both of them, and I went to go shift, and I went to go, I went to first gear was there, I went to second gear, no second gear. I was like, okay, that's weird. I had third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like trying to tinker and figure out what was going on. And then I was like, I should try reverse. No reverse. I was very confused. Very, very, very confused. So I called in my stepdad. I've said this many times before, but his career, his full-time job is a mechanic. So I was like, hey, what's up? He rolls up on his motorcycle. He was like, hey, howdy, hey. What's going on? And then immediately he figures out that what I thought was first was actually my reversed gear, and all my gears were just over to the right, and I actually had just lost fifth and sixth. So we adjusted the shifter so that I had fifth and sixth, got it all locked down in place, and then he was like, all right, you should finish this up tomorrow because it's dark, because I had dropped about 6,000 bits into the engine bay and about 10,000 nuts into the engine bay. So it was a little dark last night. So called it quits. Went to sleep. So the car's still kind of apart. I can show you guys the shifter once I get everything kind of put back together. But yeah, I'll show you guys the short shifter fully installed in a second. But yeah, now I have all the gears. I spent a little bit of time just now adjusting some of the throw of the gears. We got the height set so like neutral's fine and I can reach all the gears, but the throw was a little off, where when I pushed down in the shifter and went to reverse, the shifter knob kept popping back up, and it would stay in reverse but it was popping up, which meant that the throw was too short. So I've shortened the throw a little bit. I have all my gears, feels good. And just a quick review after all this. The shifter does definitely feel different. It feels more notchy, more present, more clunky. It's definitely more tactile than it was before. And I think it really shows the detriment of the plastic knob now, that I can feel how like clunky it is, but then the plastic knob still like creaks and stuff. Very strange. But so far it's okay. Once I get driving, I'll kind of give you guys a full overview. I don't know if it's necessarily better. Oh my god, I'm flinging the camera all over the place. I don't know if it's necessarily better than the stock shifter right now. The shifts, I guess, are faster. Fifth and sixth seem a little closer to me than they were before. Because before, when you went to fifth and sixth, it felt like you were reaching across the whole entire car. And I have super long arms. I'm like 6'3", so if that's how it felt for me, then I'm sure other people were feeling it too. But they seem a lot easier to get to. It's a little vague around the fourth and fifth gear area. So sometimes when you're going from third gear and fifth gear area. I don't know why I said fourth. Sometimes when you're going 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. Just like the 3, 4, 5 feels a little vague. It's hard to tell if you've gone from 4 to 5th or 4 to 3 sometimes. and I don't know if that's a shifter thing or if I've just fucked something up. But it kind of felt vague like that before, so I think that this shifter is just amplifying that. And I think that once I'm driving, it probably won't be as vague because I'll feel everything, turning and whirring and spinning and stuff. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Let me show you guys the shifter. Okay, here it is. So we got first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So boom, and then we got reverse. Before, when I was in reverse, this would move over a little bit to the right and pop all the way up to the stock height like that, but it is now not doing that. So we have gears. Yeah, it takes more initial force to shift it than the original shifter, but it just goes into place a lot easier. So you could theoretically be like this, and then yeah. So it's pretty simple. And neutral's a little more hard. I don't know. That shouldn't be the shifter's fault. The short shifter shouldn't control how weighty neutral is. In fact, neutral should have been harder before. So it's confusing. But yeah, make sure you adjust everything right, or else you're gonna end up like me and thinking reverse is one. So that's cool. My knob is all gammy and covered in shit, so I'm gonna wipe that off before I go for a drive. I have to clean out my whole engine bay. It's covered in oil in there, just the whole thing, oil everywhere. So stuff that assured me that it was fine. It's just turbos. So I put 91 in her too, so we get to experience some 91. Sorry, not 91. I put 93 in it. So excited about that. I'm gonna go kind of tidy up the shifter, and then I'll show you guys what's going on in there. And then I'm gonna button it up, and we're gonna go for a drive. Hey, howdy. So this is it. This is the Holy Shift kit. We're missing a screw here because I dropped it in the engine bay over there. So the idea is to move the car at some point and retrieve said screw. But that's a later date. I've also dropped a bit somewhere in the engine bay down there, but that's a later date type of situation. Right now I'm just focused on the fact that I got the shifter in. At this point, she's ready to go. So this is neutral. That's reverse, and then we got first, and then second, and then we got, oh fuck, there's neutral again. You get the point. It up and down. It goes up and down. This lifts up and down. It wiggles. This is like the neutral. This is the side to side, and this is the left and right, or the up and down in the shifter. It's like a shifter, but vertical. It's a vertical shifter if you think about it. Oh fuck, that my back hurts. Goddamn. Whew. I feel like an old man. My back is killing me. I'm sweating up a storm, covered in dirt. I dropped 8,000 bits in the fucking engine bay. I found a screw that I dropped in there that I didn't even know I dropped in there earlier. So that's good to know. I've just been dropping everything down there. But so I think I might pop her in a neutral and roll her out into the yonder wild, so that I can get the missing shit. Or I might grab a little magnet stick I have, see if I can find some of the missing stuff. I don't think that's going to be very lucrative, but I'm going to give it a shot, I think. I'm going to try that first before I move the car. I don't have a second person help me move the car, and it turns out cars are pretty heavy, and we're kind of at a downhill right now, and I'd rather not run myself over, but I think I could still push it. That's just the point where we're at. If I don't think I can push it, then I won't push it. I don't want to die in my driveway. That would suck. But that's what the shifter looks like installed. Just missing one bolt. That's it. That's installed. It's adjusted. We ended up running this one all the way back. Or not all the way back. It's pretty far back. And we ended up running this one. I kind of had to pull it forward because the adjustments were a little bit off. But all the gears are there. They're all in the right places, so I don't feel like we're not missing anything. We got everything, so we get everywhere we need to go. So that's what we need. So we got the full range. So now I just gotta go grab all the shit that goes back in here and try the car. I could start it without the air box and maybe move it, just put the battery in and then take the battery back out. I might do that because I can put the battery in without bolts or anything. I can just put the grommets in and then move the car forward. I'm not ready for all the air lights that are probably gonna pop up, but and then we'll go for a drive. So I'll be back when I put this all back together and find that missing bolt and stuff, so you guys don't have to worry about any of that. I'll update you on it if anything exciting happens, but next shot you should see is completed engine bay and not this. And then I'm probably gonna get some paper towels and stuff and kind of wipe it down a little bit. She's a little dirty. So yeah, then I'm gonna go drive to a car wash and go wash the car. So that's the plan for today. Hopefully I don't fuck up. I'll see you guys in a moment. All right, guys. So I just got back from my first drive, which is pretty legit with the short shifter. Feels pretty good. While sitting, it feels kind of crunchy, but it's a lot less crunchy when the car's actually moving. So it was a nice drive. I went to go get a car wash, which I would show you, but we're already in my thing. I could just pull out and show you guys the car wash. Whatever. Car's back together. You know, shit's in ship shape. Car's running fine. Nothing, no issues. Nothing, nowhere, no how, nada, nothing. I don't know why I touched that. So yeah, it's good. Everything works. The short shifter's fine. Just getting used to the shifts taking less time now, it's actually a little weird. It's throwing me for a loop because just the timing between, you know, clutch in, shifting, and clutch out changes a little bit when the shifting is a little bit faster, but I'm getting used to it. It's good. So it's fun. That was just drive number one. Everything seems to have broken in pretty well. So it's nice to actually like hear a noise when you shift actually. Because before I didn't hear a noise when I shift. It didn't sound like anything. But now even like when I got music going, I can tell that I went through and I did a gear change. So feels good. I'm excited for the knob to come in on Monday, so that's gonna be good. But as far as this part of the video goes, we're done. So I'm gonna see you guys when I get the knob. So that's gonna be on Monday. It's currently Saturday. You guys don't need to know. You're probably not gonna see this for about 2 weeks until after I'm done. I have to go fix the fucking dash cam now. Is it the rear one? There it is, back there. I had to go fix that bitch because the cable that's running from it through the headliner is a little tricky these days. So I'm gonna yank it. I don't want to. I really don't want to, man. It took forever to do it the first time, but I'm gonna yank the wire and put the new wire in. I might do that tomorrow. I might do that later today. Kind of just depends. All right, I'll see you guys later.